Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about a different topic. Yes, today we are going to talk about racism in America. So apparently, a while ago there was a random policeman in South Carolina that he racially offended a black man, two black men in fact, in South Carolina. So the policeman thought this guy had a gun. So he rushed there, telling him to lie down. Well, the policeman pointed the gun at their face, thinking that they had a gun. The other guy, the second guy, had a gun. Instead, the guy had no gun. Instead, it was just a stick wrapped by a tape that he used to chase dog with. So this guy abused abused these two guys. This policeman abused these two guys really bad, asking them to lie down, forcing them to lie down just for nothing, for no reason. Uh, I think I'll give you time and let's watch this video. And it's not a good video. It is a very bad video. I felt the guy. I felt him. Let's watch this video and we'll come back and discuss and analyze whatever we've seen. Thank you.
Hey, let me see your hands. Bert, get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground right here. Get on the ground. You, burgundy shirt, get on the ground. Over here. On the ground. On the ground. Get on the ground. Do you not listen? Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
This is Officer David Lance Dukes, and yes, that is his real name, with his service weapon already drawn on a random bystander, and the alleged suspect, while responding to a 911 call that accused the man in the burgundy shirt, who just got stomped on, of trying to get into one of these homes while armed with a firearm himself.
There's a gun behind me. There's a gun, I believe, behind me.
I ain't got no gun, nothing.
Put your hands behind your back. Is there a gun back there?
Ain't no gun.
By that truck.
Ain't no gun.
We then hear another officer, as well as the suspect, Clarence Gaillard, both say that there was no firearm around in the first place, something to keep in mind.
You're not listening, dude.
This is what Officer Dukes is referring to, stomping on Gaillard's head to force him into the pavement while he was already complying and posing no threat to Dukes. Gaillard apparently wasn't moving fast enough to Dukes' liking, even though he was moving as fast as he could, since he has a surgical rod and pins through his leg, knee, and hip from a previous car accident, just making Dukes' brutality that much more egregious.
Bro, you got a gun on you, man?
No, I ain't got no gun.
right,
I
I'm
don't
just
own no gun.
He had something.
I ain't own no gun.
The door's unlocked, it's not on itself.
No, he was right here. Watch him. Go watch him. There it is.
I don't own no gun.
All right, that's what he had.
The alleged firearm just turned out to be a small baton wrapped in duct tape Gaillard uses to protect himself from stray dog attacks in the area. It's also important to note at this point that the original 911 caller, a relative of Gaillard's, later told police that she never saw Gaillard with a firearm.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right.
Yep.
Listen.
Yep, they slammed my head
Listen.
down on the cement. Yep.
Go back inside. Go back in the house. Go back in the house. Ain't nobody talking to you.
I got head drummer.
Go back in the house.
Yep. Y'all bust my head down. Yeah, I've been in an accident. Yep. Y'all bust my head down. You throw me down.
I sure did.
And-
You wasn't listening.
Yep. No, it ain't. You ain't to throw me down like that. I'm disability.
Okay.
I got head problem. Yup. You throw me down. Yup. You throw me down. You throw me down. Yup. You bust my head down on the cement. Bust my head down on the cement.
He was in front of the car when I came up. And he was walking like this. And I thought it was a gun at first. I said, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun. I had him at gunpoint. And he's over here doing something like this.
You slammed my head. You slammed my head.
What he was doing is putting this up behind the tire. So he comes over right here. He got his hands in his pockets. I'm telling him, let me see your hands, let me see your hands, let me see your hands.
My head?
He wasn't listening.
No,
He got the, like this right here,
you grabbed me.
and we went onto the ground.
You bust my head down
That's what
on the cement.
It's not surprising at all. Dukes lied to his colleagues about stomping on Gaillard's head and changed his story to paint Gaillard as the aggressor, thus justifying his brutality.
There ain't nothing over here wanting to press charges on us.
Who called?
I'm not sure.
Take him out of cuffs right now. I mean, because that's what we
You're
got.
going to have to use your force.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Slam my head down.
Dude, I didn't know what his
You
intention
use
was.
the force. You need to have a look at the camera.
The officer did wrong. Slam my head down. Bust my forehead.
Mayor, I'm going to take that into evidence of what he had.
What?
Well, I mean, that's the reasons I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from.
No gun or nothing.
Because when he was behind the truck, I couldn't see what he was doing. And I didn't know where
There ain't nothing there.
that went. If it was still in his pockets when he come around that car with his hands in his pockets.
These dogs officer.
Got it on camera.
Yeah, my
All
dog
right, that's
sick.
fine.
The look on Sergeant Mayer's face when asked about putting the stick into evidence is a dead giveaway that Duke seems to be on his own and isn't getting the help he's fishing for. Most likely because Mayer and the other officers on the scene know that Duke's misconduct is all on camera.
Officer slammed my forehead down in the cement.
Okay.
In the wrong for that.
In consciousness?
Yeah. Listen.
Can I get a card from you?
I don't have one now. We don't have.
What's your
They don't give us cards.
Okay, what's your badge number?
1059.
Let me see if I can get my phone. Hold on.
Hold on, we have cards.
I get ready.
Alright, it's in the blood thinner? Okay.
Thank
Like
you.
go to hospital?
Yeah.
Sergeant Aquele Polidor deserves a shout out not only for the death stare she gave Dukes when he tried to dodge identifying himself, but for playing a key role in bringing Dukes to justice for what he subjected Gaillard to. Polidor reportedly did some actual police work by de-escalating the sitch and working with Gaillard and the other man to sort out medical attention and get their side of the story. In her official report, Polidor blasted Dukes and Mayer's handling of the reports, calling out Dukes for lying about his use of force report and the disrespect he directed towards Polidor for not lying on her report on his behalf, as is what is expected apparently from fellow law enforcement. Clarence Gaillard was awarded $650,000 after settling his suit against the city of Orangeburg, but that sum won't be paid out by Dukes himself or the department, but rather through the city's insurance carrier, which is sadly expected, but something that must change if we ever want to hold law enforcement truly accountable. Local outlet WCBD reported that Dukes was surprisingly fired immediately following the investigation into his body cam footage and was even hit with first-degree assault and battery charges. But while said charges were filed well over 2 years ago, court records show that Dukes has seemingly yet to face any legal or criminal consequences for brutalizing Gaillard, still walking the streets as a free man, still not paying the price for trying to rob the freedom of another person.
The video we have just seen is from the body cam of a police officer. This police officer thought that Mr. Clarence had a gun. Instead, he did not have a gun. He had a stick that was wrapped in a tape that he normally uses to chase away random dogs at his neighborhood. So, just because this police officer saw that this guy was black and he had something on his hand and assumed that this might be a gun, he assumed, he wasn't sure, he assumed this might be a gun, and he really rushed, asking them, forcing them to lie down, lie down, lie down, hands on your head, hands on your head, instead of coming slowly, because he was an old guy. In fact, he's 58 years old. That's a very old person. He was 58 years old and he was rushing him. The man has pins in his legs and upper in his hip. That's why he did not lie down as fast as he could. But this police officer forced him and even stomped at his head, asking him to lie down, harassing him. Quickly rushed to where he dropped the stick that he had wrapped in a tape. He quickly ran there and picked whatever he had, and realizing that it wasn't a gun, he was really disappointed, asking his fellow officer to use it as an evidence, to put it in the evidence part. This officer wasn't a good person. He racially abused this guy because he was black. I don't think that is a good thing. I don't think, not even me only. If you've watched this video, I know you felt this guy, you've really felt him. He had no reason to do him like that. He had no reason to do whatever he did. I think police officers in America should first make sure that somebody has offended the law or has done something wrong before rushing to conclusion and abusing people like that, even old people. That was a very old man for you to do such a thing to him. The thing that we should do is that we should treat each other equally. We should treat each other equally, knowing that whatever you are doing to another person can also be done to you or a friend of yours or a member of your family, and you won't be happy. Later, the video that was on the body cam of the police officer was used against this police officer, knowing that this guy, the Mr. Clarence, the guy in the red shirt, the one who was forced to lie down, he was later paid $650,000 just because of being abused by this officer. I think the police officer should have been done much more than the bond that was given to Mr. Clarence. I think he deserved more. The police officer should have been suspended or something, because that is not a good thing. That is not a good thing. But the good thing is that Mr. Clarence was given money that he may go and use it to maybe treat his leg and his hip. Yeah. Thank you for watching my video. Welcome back next time, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my video account, to my YouTube account. Thank you.